There you go.
There you go.
Awesome.
You have to earn your space here, Vanessa.
I know.
It's not working.
Well, we'd like to welcome all of you to tonight's call. We are honored to have Vanessa with us tonight. We didn't fly all the way to California just for this call, like Brenda said.
You ruined it. Sure, I thought you did.
We love you, Vanessa, but I got to tell the truth. So anyway, we are here in California for a family vacation, and Vanessa is just 5 minutes down the road from where we're staying. So Vanessa's been a great mentor, a great friend of ours for quite a while. And so we decided, since we're going to be in California on tonight's call, we'd have Vanessa as our special guest. And so, again, Vanessa is, if you don't know Vanessa, and most of you probably do, but we've been lucky enough to been associated with Vanessa since a prior company. September of 2013, I think, is when she was announced as the VP of marketing for that other company. And we have gotten to know Vanessa, and we absolutely love what she is about and what she can teach all of us tonight. So Vanessa, I'm going to ask you basically, what got you into network marketing, and what have you seen that make people successful?
That's a great question, Mike. First of all, thank you for flying all the way here to interview me. It's weird being on this side of the table, I have to tell you. So can you all hear us okay? Yeah. Good. So what got me into network marketing was the promise of sparkly, shiny jewelry, and the idea of being able to build a business on something I love and that kind of thing. What I've seen over the years, and I've seen a lot of things during my tenure with network marketing and direct sales, what I've seen over the years is a shift for sure in the way we build, right? So things have changed, but I've also been able to take a look at all of the people that I've come across, the successful ones and the not so successful ones, or shall I say the not successful yet ones. And I think what I've noticed is the successful ones literally put the blinders on and show up and do the work every single day. That would be the one thing that sets them apart as a group, is they don't let anything distract them from what they're trying to accomplish. And for most of them, it is wanting to be the top salesperson, or at the top of the compensation plan, or the top producer, or somewhere they have that drive, that inner drive to get that done. And they put the blinders on and don't allow themselves to get distracted. The unsuccessful or not successful yet people are chasing lots of different things, and they get very distracted, and they're running really hard for a minute, and then they go run after something else, and then they come back, and then they sit and wonder why they're not successful after 10 years, but it's not been 10 consistent years. And I think that's the difference.
So the squirrel.
Squirrel. Yeah,
Squirrel.
squirrel. Yeah, definitely.
So I know that I can say that honestly, when we first met Vanessa, we were in the not so successful, and not necessarily chasing lots of different things, but not knowing where to put our focus. We really hadn't built a network marketing, direct sales, affiliate marketing. They're all very similar. We hadn't built anything like that. And we were talking before we went live about some of your history and backstory of not having someone or systems in place to help you be successful. So let's talk about that, because that was definitely Mike and I when we met Vanessa, without a doubt. I wouldn't say we weren't we weren't at the bottom, but we were barely climbing the ladder when we first met you. And it all changed when we met you and learned to put processes and just simple things in place every single day to get you to the finish line.
And that's what it's really all about, right? So when I first, and I shared this with you both a few minutes ago, but when I first joined a direct sales company, the first time I met my sponsor was at a big ballroom that my friend had invited me to. I'd never met this person before, this man before. He talked fast. I signed up, she signed up, I signed up. We were in the business and I was excited. And that's literally the last time I saw him. That's the last time I saw the person that sponsored me into that. And so it was really about, and I had no experience, didn't even know what I was doing. It really was the sparkly object. It was a jewelry business. Yep. So it was like, you know, I'm going after the shiny object, but I had no idea what I was doing. And that, I think, and I shared with you a few minutes ago, planted the seed for me of there's got to be a better way. There's got to be a system. There's got to be something I can plug into. And if I can't, then I need to create that for somebody else, because what I'm going through is terrible. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't even know what this is all about. And there's nobody here to help me. So my whole career in this space, I have focused on developing things that help people onboard people and help people train people and help people know what to do.
Awesome.
And I think for us, I mean, our experience is somewhat the same in that we were introduced to network marketing. We signed up because we saw something that we thought we could actually build a business around. Mm-hmm. And the best thing for us, though, is that our sponsor didn't just disappear. I mean, we had a sponsor and we learned this business together. And I think that was a positive thing that happened for us. But really, it is about staying dedicated to what you're doing and having a vision for where you want to go. But I think the other thing, I've got to say, if it wasn't for you and Steve Schultz showing up and showing us the way, and I think that's the whole thing. It's like climbing Everest. You don't get to the top by yourself. Right. You have to have somebody show you the way. And I think you and Steve did that for us. And we'll always be grateful for that.
Thank you. I think that is something that both of us felt passionate about. You know, Steve has made millions of dollars in commissions in direct sales and network marketing. And to have, and that was really beautiful to take his, the way he teaches and be able to put that into kind of a playbook, a manual, if you will, a map of here's what we need to do. And that's really breaking down how do we get to where we want to get to, right? And that's what we did on those accountability calls that you guys were a big part of, was what do you want to do? Where do you want to get to? Now here, let's break it down week by week, day by day, call by call. What do you have to do, right?
Yep.
Well, and breaking it down into tiny pieces that you felt like you could accomplish.
Yes.
Sometimes a goal seems so far out. I can speak personally. For me, being in the Air Force and having a career in the Air Force, and I've talked about this before, maybe some of you have heard this and some haven't, but when you have been successful in an employee type of job, which I was with the military, and you've gotten to a certain income level and you go 2, 3, 4 months, you get to a year, 2 years, and you're not even close to what you're making in your job that you've been working on for years, it's disheartening. It's, you feel like you're never going to get there. Trust me, if any of you feel like that, you look at Mike and I sometimes and you're like, how'd you get there? You're so successful. I was sitting not not where I am today. I've been in all of your shoes and felt like we couldn't make this successful, yet we kept doing what Vanessa and Steve and others have told us, Casey, and it's just continuously doing the baby steps, the little chunks, and reward yourself for the small accomplishments, because those small accomplishments build up to great accomplishments over time. And as you've heard Mike and I say, we've gotten to a point that, no, I'm not making what I did in the Air Force on active duty when I was full-time, but we're making more now than any of our retirement checks on their own. So you can get there. It's just, you, like Vanessa said, it's, I don't know if it's blinders, but it's also just having the willpower to keep going, I think,
And
is what it
that's
is.
That's it. And when I say blinders on, I mean, not letting people trip you up, not
Right.
getting distracted, not blind to opportunity, not blind
Right.
to the things that come your way, but not letting yourself get distracted, right?
Mhm.
And there are so many times, and I know in business and in lots of situations, so many times when I'm like, oh, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Like, is this really going to work? Is it worth it? Am I spinning my wheels? Am I doing all this for nothing? And, especially, and sometimes, especially in network marketing, you do feel like you're spinning plates, right? You're
Mhm.
like, you spend a lot of time on the phone with somebody. You're like, woo, this one's going on fire now. Now I've got to go and help somebody else. Oh, but she's crashing, and you're torn in 50 different directions. That's one of the beautiful things about this business with affiliate marketing, is you don't have so much of that drama.
Yeah,
Right?
I do like that.
Right? You don't have so much of that drama. You spend your time helping people get onboarded with the system and helping people use the system, and not like with these interpersonal relationships that seem to be a big
Right.
thing in network marketing. So
Exactly. And I love that, exactly what you said. You get somebody started with the system and helping them, holding their hand, or inviting
Mm.
them to the 101s, the trainings, so that they get up and running. Because we know, and Vanessa has shared over and over, and Justin and Joe, that when people have automations running, so if you truly help them get started and get the essentials, like a thank you, a nice to meet you, a happy birthday, happy holidays, the basics, if you
Yeah.
at least get that foundation, they're less likely to go anywhere. And then you can build on that foundation, just like we built on our foundation in our business and have gotten to where we are. You build on that, and then you add more and more layers to it, to add more layers to their marketing and their follow-up and retention.
yeah. Start, but I think you said earlier, chunk it up into little
Yes.
things, right? Get the
Yes.
essentials going, and then start layering in the other
Right.
things.
And I think the other part of that too is making sure you surround yourself with people that have been there before. Like I said, if it wasn't for Vanessa and Steve and Casey Eberhardt, a lot of people that we really admire for where they've accomplished, it makes a big difference when you're able to learn from them and set your own path for where you want to go. And Steve is always making the comp plan so simple
Mhm.
that he came up with what he called success units. And we've talked about that on this call.
Yeah.
And it's really about those success units. If you put them together, you cement, like Brenda said, your business and create a great foundation for what you want to do. And Vanessa always talks about mindset, and mindset is huge in this business.
It really is. It really is, because it's the one thing you have control over.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it not just mindset, because I think it ties directly, like they interlink together really well, is mindset and the people you hang around with
Mhm.
that either lift you up or tear you down. If you're hanging around with people that always that maybe aren't in direct sales or affiliate marketing, and they think that it's a scam and it doesn't work, and you're hearing that all the time.
Mhm.
There's somebody sitting on your shoulder and that's them, and they're always saying, you can't do this, you can't do this. You've got to be surrounded by the Vanessas and the Steves and the Caseys and the Joes and that say you can accomplish anything you want to. You just have to hang around with the right people.
And it's anchors and buoys.
Yeah.
You know, you have people that lift you up and people that will sink you. And anyway, I want to turn it over to some of you out there. I'm sure you've got questions for Vanessa, and we'd like to give you the opportunity to be able to ask those questions.
Thank you.
Anybody?
They're like, no, we hear from
I'm
her.
like, I know they've got questions.
We hear what she has to say every day. So,
All right, I'm gonna hit you up, Vanessa.
all right.
So when you come across somebody, a prospect, let's say, and you're feeling, and I know you don't specifically, but us, right? We're feeling like, I don't know if this is really going to help them. We don't have the confidence in the product that we probably should. How can we fake it until we make it? Is there a way to do that?
People will tell you there is. I am not one of those people because I do not have a poker face. You all know this about me. I can't fake anything, right? So I'm not the one, but I don't think it's really about fake it till you make it. I think it's about finding something that you can be passionate about, finding something that you truly believe is the right answer for people. And your job is not to determine whether or not it's right for them. Your job is just to show them this opportunity and this option for them and this system that they can use to enhance their own marketing. So in that way, in my mind, I know going into a conversation, I'm going to be able to save people time and money. I know that. I'm going to be able to save them time and actually make them money because they're going to use omni-channel marketing, which they're probably not doing very well right now. So they may be sending out text messages or sending out emails or doing even Facebook Lives or whatever they're doing, but I doubt they're hitting the mailbox. And so when I can tell them, look, I'm not asking for more marketing dollars. I'm asking you to shift your marketing budget, give it 90 days. If you don't see astounding results like loads of our other customers have, if you don't see astounding results, pull the plug and go back to what you're doing. But I guarantee you that if you give this a fair 90 days and you do what we say, you are going to win in your business. And you guys know that. You know that when we get people on automations and when we get them using the system and when they're reaching out to their customers and when they're doing the things that they should be doing as business owners, that they win. The problem is they don't, either they started a business and they don't know how to market, which is 90% of them, right? They didn't get into it thinking
No.
about the marketing part of it. Honestly, most people do not even give that a second thought. They start a landscaping company, a pool company, a laundry company, whatever it is that they want to do. They start that because they know how to do it and they're passionate about it. They don't think, how am I going to market this business?
They just think it's going to come.
They think
Yeah.
the business is just going to come to them because they are passionate about what they're doing. So why wouldn't everybody else be passionate about what they're doing? But they have no idea how to go after their customers until we teach them that. And that I'm confident in.
The other thing I would say, Andrea, the fake it till you make it, is we have so many success stories that just hang on to the success stories. Look at the testimonials, look at all the different presentations that Vanessa and Joe have done, and grab those success stories and say, you know, this is somebody in your industry, this is the result someone else has had.
Yeah.
That, you know, I always say, I can't guarantee any results, but I can tell you that everybody that's really given this a fair shot usually becomes a raving fan, is like, oh my God, why haven't I used this earlier? Why didn't I know about this earlier?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Thank you.
Any others? Nanette?
So what made all three of you gravitate towards banner season Mailbox Power?
I think for me, I saw where we were before, didn't feel like we had all the tools that we needed to have in order to attract businesses into what we were doing. It always felt like we were pounding square pegs into round holes. And I think I've talked about this on a previous call. If you find yourself saying, we can't do that, but we can make it work. If you have to say we can make it work, then you don't have the right tool. And what I loved about banner season initially, even though I didn't see it at the time, I had Casey in my head, was arguing with Casey in my head about the culture that we came from was about building relationships. It was about relationships. And Casey always said, well, you don't need a relationship with someone to make a sale. And he was absolutely right. But I kept having this argument with Casey in my head. And it finally dawned on me that we have everything we need in Mailbox Power to appeal to businesses. And that's where we wanted to go. You have the marketing piece, which is the postcards. And then you have the nurturing piece, which is the 5x7 cards. So we have the entire package that we can appeal to businesses with and say, look, we can help you with your marketing and we can do it for less. And we know we can do that. And then once you bring them in the door, we want to make sure that you keep them and nurture them so that they don't go anywhere. They don't fall off to your competition. So I think that's what I finally saw. And I love what we do. And I liked what we did before. It just was not the right tool for what we wanted to accomplish.
And I would agree with you. I fell in love with the potential of the company and what I saw that it could be. And this was, you know, a few years ago now. But mainly the people, honestly.
Yeah.
I wanted to help the people.
Yeah, and for me, it was kind of all of that. We were already helping businesses, and we were hearing businesses struggle and wanting different things. You'd be in meetings and you'd hear what they wanted. And when banner season / now Mailbox Power came along, it was like, wait a minute, this kind of fills almost all the needs that they've been asking for. And what kept us and is kept us here today is the possibilities of the system. I mean, I look at Justin and Jerry and the programming behind it, and I look at that they listen to the customers and what they need. And when we have enough customers asking for things, I'm amazed at their programming finesse behind the scenes, their ability to make things happen that you're like, wow, I didn't even think that was possible. And then Justin just and makes it happen. And it's like, wow, that's why we're still here today. And the possibilities of this company, the vision, we think that we've hit a home run and it can only get better.
Absolutely. Anybody else? Any other questions?
I think
Thank
Ann,
you.
you're
Yeah.
welcome. I think Ann, did you have your hand up?
I did. Let's go back to direct sales again. I've been in direct sales for long time. Left teaching to go into direct sales. So I am very frustrated right now because there are 3 companies and people that I'm working with, and these 3 companies are hurting. They're really hurting in their marketing. They're going different ways that it's not working. I know that because I see the stats, and I'm just frustrated because they won't listen to me. And they've received gifts, they've received cards. What I did with one company is I picked one person. I didn't pick her. She decided to to come on with Mailbox Power. So I've been working with her individually to show her what she can do, and hopefully she's going to, be a Tiffany, and that will show the rest of the people that are in this one particular company. But it's been frustrating. I mean, I know that's my, my niche. I do know that
Yeah.
area very, very well. And so I am working on it, but not trying, but I am working on it, but it's been frustrating.
How long's it been with her?
Pardon?
How long have you been working with her?
3 weeks.
Okay. So it's going to take a little while.
I know.
It's
I'm
going to,
impatient sometimes.
yeah, same here, believe me. So yeah, same here. But it's going to take a little while. And have you shared the direct sales playbook with her?
Yes.
Okay, good. That's a good place to start. And then I would just start, if she hasn't already set up, because for a lot of these people, they're already flat out and they don't understand that if they stop and take a breather and get some systems set up for themselves, they will have way more time. But they're so busy dealing with all this other stuff that they don't think they have time to stop and set up a system. But if she can do as little as getting a welcome card set up that we already have designed in there, she just has to download it,
I did
change the
that.
colors. You did
We-
that?
Mhm.
Good.
Mhm.
And is she sending it to all her new customers and
Yes.
business builders? Fantastic.
The
So
other-
that, go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. I'm working with the CEO of this same company, and
Okay.
she's busy, busy, busy getting new things in for fall and things like that. So she doesn't have time. What would you suggest I do with her?
Ask her if there's a marketing person that you can have access to, that you could show them how to do it. They don't have a marketing person. This is a small company,
It's a young new company. Yeah.
new company.
2 years, almost 3 now. Yeah.
Okay.
But struggling.
Okay. What would you do with her? My gut says, get on the phone with her. I want to get on the phone with her. I mean, that's what my instinct is. She needs someone to say, look, this is I know it seems like it's going to take time right now, but it's going to save you so much time.
Right.
And that goes for setting up an onboarding automation with people, setting up all their recognition from the corporate level. I mean, that alone, that's one of the biggest Achilles heels for a direct sales or a network marketing company is recognition. They hate doing it. They know they have to do it, but they can't stand it. So if you can just get them set up and maybe talk to her about that, or who handles that, ask her some of these questions. One of the reasons they may be struggling is maybe they're not even doing that. And that's an issue. So I'd be happy to chat with you offline about it.
That would be great. That would be great. We're taking too much of our time. Yeah, with that.
Yeah,
So,
no, I'd be happy to do that. I'd be happy to help you out.
thank
for
you,
sure.
Vanessa.
And just know, Ann, you're not alone.
Yeah.
And we've been there, and many of the people on here have had customers that take some educating, we'll say educating. And there will come a point where they'll either get it and take off, or in my opinion, there comes a time when, as Mike says, stop dragging them across the start line. Because if you're dragging them across the start line, they're never going to get to the finish line. So if you always have to be encouraging and be the one initiating and that they don't see it, then it's a hard lesson to learn. It was really hard for Mike and I to learn, but sometimes it's just time to let them go and move on to the next
Well,
one.
they do see the value of it. But I'll
Awesome.
talk to Vanessa about it. So yeah.
Yeah.
And I think Vanessa hit it on the head too, is setting the proper expectations, because, you know, people want instant results. We live in an instant results society. And so people want instant results. They're not going to get instant results with what we're doing. It's going to take 3, 4, maybe 5 months to actually get something to happen. So if we set the proper expectations with them, then they're going to understand that it's going to take time to get the results that they want.
Yeah.
And I think that's huge, what Mike said, setting the expectations. I think I kind of hear in the background people saying, well, this person, or they hear the result and within a month or within a week that their business grew because of it. But it's setting that expectation that that's not the norm. Usually anything in marketing takes 3 to 6 months to really get the really good results. You might start to get some trickle in results, but if you want to get to the really big results, it takes time, and you have to be committed to using the system for 3 to 6 months to really lock in that massive return.
Yeah. And I will say this, and even with Tiffany, there were times when she was like, I don't know if this is going to work. Like way in the beginning, she was skeptical about it, you know, several times, many times. And by the way, we have tried some things that didn't pan out, like trying to resurrect the dead. It's not going to happen, right? We know that now, but we thought maybe if we could breathe life into these former people, that would be a great thing. And it would have been a great thing, but it just didn't pan out. So what we do know though, is getting them a welcome card got a pretty quick result for her. Her reorder rate went from, what was it? It went up to 90%. It went up to 90%, but her auto shipments went from 20 to 70%, 72%. So those things she was able to track, and you don't get that. Like when it happens, one person is on auto ship and one person's reordering, and you don't see that until you get to look back after 30 days or 45 days or even 60 days. And you're like, whoa, what just happened?
Yeah.
These people are actually reordering. Like they must be watching these videos that I put the QR code on. So yeah, that can be, and there are times when people get very frustrated because you're not quite there. But that is the part where you put the blinders on and go, I'm going to stick with this. Other people are getting results. There's absolutely no reason that I can't get the same results by doing the same activities.
And we've all heard it's easier to give birth than it is to resurrect the dead.
Yeah.
There's only one person I know of that's ever resurrected anyone, and I'm not him. So really, I think Brenda hit it on the head. Sometimes it is best to just kind of move on.
Yeah.
I mean, keep trickling on who you're dealing with, but try to find new people to introduce Mailbox Power to.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the other thing, Anne, is you're working with this one, but you find others and you start working with them and they have success. Now you have more success stories to share with the other also. I think sometimes I'm not gonna say I used to put all my eggs in one basket, and Mike would, you know, I'd come home and I'd be like, oh my God, this is the next big one. This is the next big customer, the next big team member, next big affiliate. And Mike's like, I don't see it. Are you sure? Like, because you get excited for them. You truly want, I truly believe a lot of people in this company truly want businesses to succeed, and you sometimes want it more than they do. At least that was me.
So true.
And sometimes you just have to take a step back and let go.
Yeah.
Even with your kids, you know, those of us that are moms or grandmoms, I mean, think about it. You have to let your kids go at some point and let them learn on their own. And I think that's true in network marketing, direct sales, or affiliate marketing, is to just, it's time to let them
make their own mistakes.
Yeah,
Right.
and,
Yeah.
or successes, one or the other. Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks.
Any others?
I have something. I'm new to Mailbox Power. I didn't know what banner season marketing was. All this is new to me. And when I first got on the call tonight, I thought I was in the wrong room because, well, other than Michael there, I was the only guy, but I think I'm in the right room.
Yes, you are.
I'm excited about the program. I came here because I am a real estate agent, and I see great benefit with using Mailbox Power for other real estate agents as well as myself. My sister is an agent in Texas. She told me about this. I don't know how long ago it was. I think it was Mailbox Power at the time. So whenever that, it was a while back though, and I didn't really latch onto it, and I feel bad now. I should have joined with her. I really do. I feel horrible. I'm going to call her when we get off the phone, and maybe she can be resurrected because she needs to get this going as well. I don't know if she knows about the builder's call, but there's great opportunity here too. So I hear about presentations. I heard about your video, Vanessa, with a QR code. Where can I find that information?
That's a great question. So the overviews, if you go to the affiliate group, there are the links there, but they happen there. And I'm probably going to get the timing wrong because
Mondays
now
and
I'm in
Tuesdays.
Pacific
No,
time.
Mondays and Tuesdays. So there's a real estate one on, and now I'm going to get it wrong. Mondays at 10 a.m. and the insurance one is Monday at 11 a.m. Pacific. And then the general business overview is 4 p.m. Pacific. And the direct sales is Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Pacific. But you know what? We'll put that whole graphic in the affiliate group. Are you a part of the affiliate group?
I am. Yeah.
Great. We'll put that in the affiliate group. Or Kim, if you want to snap a picture of your, I saw that you have the calendar in front of you. If you want to snap a picture and put it in the chat for him. But we can put that information in the affiliate group so you know where to go for those overview calls. And then there's additional information. Have you downloaded the post by any chance?
I did.
Okay, great.
It's a community, right?
Yes, it's our social community, and there are a lot of resources in there. Underneath the Learning Center, there's a section called Documents and PDFs, and you will find a lot of information in there as well.
All righty. Thank you, Vanessa.
And if you haven't dove into if you haven't looked into the Mailbox University, I'm like, what is it called? Mailbox University. We have the master classes and we have a real estate master class there also.
Yeah.
Yes, I've watched those.
Awesome.
Good. Yeah, there's a lot of information. It's just about tapping into that information and making sure that you take advantage of what's out there.
Yeah, there's an abundance of information. I just want to take it all in. Yeah.
Awesome.
Well,
Thanks.
welcome.
Thank you.
Glad to have you here.
And you're one of the few men because you're one of the smart men.
Yes. Eileen's husband is usually on with her, Bob. So it's usually not just Mike.
He's here. He's on the other side of the desk eating.
Someone was talking to Bob earlier and I didn't realize it was Eileen's husband and I was shaking my head. I was on a call earlier. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Thank you.
Suzanne.
Hey, hi, everybody. Quick question. When you were talking about videos and tutorials and so forth and so on, Brenda, I saw the one that you did, but it was like for like the overview and the 101, and it was like 6 or 8 months old. And I thought, is there something newer than that we can show somebody?
Not currently. I did record one. I have to go back through and edit because there's a few spots that I need to take out. but I
Mhm.
am working with Andrea in that to get a new one up on the website.
Okay, yeah, because I have someone I was talking to and I was trying to find something to send her as an overview. And I was thinking, are you going to do it more generic and maybe not put prices in it and timelines or something? So
It's
will-
really hard to do an overview and not talk about pricing, because in the overview, we're talking about pricing and the difference between the pro and executive.
right.
And
well, that's true.
I don't know that you could,
It's really
I'd have to
hard.
think
Maybe
about
put it
it,
at the
but
end
it'd
or
be really
something?
hard.
Yeah, you put it at the end or something, so that way
Like
you can
doing
go
the
back and
overview.
edit it
Yeah,
easier or whatever.
Yep.
Not the prices are going to go up, you understand, but
yeah. No, in the 101, I think it's mostly at the end, but I'll
Okay.
look at the new one.
okay, I appreciate that. Thank you very
Yep.
much.
Awesome. Well, we're right at just before 45 minutes, and we like to keep these to around 45 minutes to honor your time. So is there any one last, or Mike, do you have a final
No, just one
question
last
or
question.
word? Any last minute questions? No? Well, I want to take the time, I know Mike opened it up, but I want to take the time to thank Vanessa. She, I'm not going to get emotional here.
No.
But I truly believe that a lot of our success has to do with you.
And you.
Well,
And you.
yes,
And you
but-
guys.
But, you know, you laid the foundation to really change our mindset and make us believe that it was possible. You and Steve, and then Casey came along. And so just all I'd say is find people like Vanessa and hitch your wagon to her, lock arms, learn from her.
Absolutely.
And, you just need to hang around with successful people, because you learn success leaves clues. We've
Yeah.
said it all the time.
Yes.
And you just need to hang around with those people that are successful, and eventually it might take a while, but eventually you'll get there. Some of you will get there quicker than others, but it's capable for all of you. And I look forward to watching all of you be super successful in this business. And that's why we have these calls, is we want to help you get to wherever it is that you want. If that's $500 a month, if it's 200, if it's thousands, we want to help you get to where you want to be and achieve your goals. So that's why we built this call. So start inviting other team members that you bring on, or get the word out about this call, so that we can help everyone be super successful in Mailbox Power.
Awesome.
And I can't say much more. I think Brenda hit it on the head. It is really about dedication and desire, and finding someone that believes in you more than you believe in yourself. And I think that's what we found in Vanessa and Steve. And they helped us get to a rank we didn't think we could achieve in the last company. And they gave us that vision. So it really is about vision and desire.
Thanks for your kind words. I want to say that you hit something just now that I don't want to just let it go. Finding people who support you.
Yep.
Finding people who lift you up.
Yeah.
Finding people who, and you said believe in you before you believe in yourself, but that really is the key, because a lot of us walk around with old tapes playing in our head. We're not good enough. Why would we get to be on stage? Why would we get to be the one that gets the accolades? Why would we get to be the one that shines brighter than anybody else? And the fact of the matter is, you do get that. We all get that. That's our birthright. And so if you can find people who believe in you and lift you up, just like Mike was saying, lift you up and sort of keep pushing you along, even when you don't want to do it. Even, and I know there were probably times, I don't know if it happened with you two specifically, but I know there were many times on those accountability calls where, you know, there's some tough talk going on. Like,
Yeah.
really? You didn't talk to anybody this week? Like, how are you going to get where you're going? So find yourself an accountability partner or somebody who's going to push you along in your journey, and somebody who's going to call you out on your stuff, because we can all sit here and give each other lip service, but you need to find somebody who's going to call you out on your stuff and your excuses and your reasons why, which are really just excuses on why you haven't accomplished what you could potentially accomplish. You all have the ability to do it. It's just, it starts with that little seed of belief and that little tiny spark at the end of the tunnel that you actually could get there.
Yeah. Love it. Thanks again, Vanessa.
Thank you guys.
you.
This has
Appreciate
been
it.
fun.
you so much. Yay.
Thank you guys. This has
We
been a
will
lot of fun.
see you all next Tuesday.
No, we will not.
No.
Oh,
No,
we're
you
good.
will
That's
not.
right, we won't. Andrea will be hosting a call next Tuesday. That's right. Thank you. Because we'll be in the air. So come
you go.
because Andrea is actually going to talk about integrations. So if you'd like to learn more about integrations, please get the word out, because she's going to talk basics, not details. She's not going to talk programming, but talk to you about why integrations are so important and how we can help businesses to save a lot more time by integrating their systems. So,
And Andrea,
Answering and
Integration.
oh,
Oh,
yes,
she is.
and answering your questions so that you can talk to your prospects about why or how they can use integrations, and you can use that to close your new people into Mailbox Power. So
Awesome.
that's my goal.
awesome. Well, thanks for hosting next week, Andrea.
You're
And
welcome.
we'll see all of you in 2 weeks, actually, when we're back in Colorado. So have a great evening, everyone.
Take
Good
care.
night. Bye.
Bye.
Have fun with each other.
Yeah.